What's up, YouTube? My name is Vic, and I am the Brooklyn Watch Guy. If this is your first time on the channel, this channel is all about watch buying, collecting, unboxings, and reviews in the affordable range, which I define as $1,000 or less. If you're into that, I invite you to stick around, watch the video. If you make it to the end, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so you know every time I put a new video up. And folks, today we're going to take a look at this guy right here. This is the HRUODLAND F016 pilot's watch. Really cool watch from AliExpress. I know when I did my State of the Collection video earlier this year, I said I was going to try and stay away from AliExpress for 2026. And for the most part, I have bought a few AliExpress brand watches, watches that you'll find there. But I've got them mostly on Amazon. This guy I did buy on AliExpress, months ago. This guy, though, the reason I bought it, one, is I think it's a pretty awesome looking watch. But this is a homage watch, and the watch that this homages, it's more than I'm going to make, in like 2 or 3 years combined. It's a homage to the IWC big pilot Marcus Bueller, which that was a limited edition, and it was limited to 51 watches. I think they released back in 2023, and only 50 were made available publicly. But we're talking about a watch that retails for over $140,000 now, and it's probably way higher than that because there were only 50 pieces available to the public. They all sold. Also, that watch is in a platinum case. So, for the average guy like me and you, which I would think most people that watch this channel are just average watch buyers, not, well off or fancy, not fancy, but wealthy. Who the hell is buying a $140,000 pilot's watch? But this guy, well within that affordable range. So without further delay, let's get into this review. All right, guys, so here we have it. Mr. French is holding it up for us. This is the HRUODLAND F016. I'm actually not sure how you pronounce the name of the brand. It's either HRUODLAND or HRUODLAND. I'm not sure. So yeah, this is a brand that is primarily found on AliExpress. You can find these guys on Amazon, and I'm sure eBay, you'll probably find a few of them that are for sale there. But yeah, this is a really, really cool watch, really good looking watch. But what got me on it, I'm bringing it closer to the camera, is that milliseconds hand, but it's that it has a turbine for its small seconds, and that is freaking awesome. Now, like I said, IWC did make a watch like this, but that watch is like 100 times what this thing costs. But you can tell there's a red dot in that blade there, and when it gets up here, the 12 o'clock position, that's when you know that your second hand has done a full revolution of 1 minute. I just think this is cool. I've never seen a pilot's watch like this, but I don't have IWC money, and I suspect most of my viewers don't either. But, that was the thing that really sold me on this guy, was that I wear this guy a lot. It's actually pretty comfortable to wear. You do get a signed crown with this, by the way. But let's get into the specs, because I think you get a lot for the money with this guy. So we got a stainless steel case, sapphire crystal. This is an exhibition case back also. Really beautiful movement, seagull hand-wind movement here. Yeah, you see it's running. Really, really beautiful. I do like the look of the seagull movements, and, I like when it's in an exhibition case back because they are really, really good looking movements. But you get a 43 millimeter case, 12 millimeters thick, 51.5 millimeters lug to lug. This is a big watch, guys. This particular style, flinger watches, are traditionally big watches, and this holds up to that tradition. It's 22 millimeters lug width. Yeah, you may want to replace the strap on this guy. You get 50 meters of water resistance. It's not a screw down crown, by the way, just a regular push-pull crown. Let me give you guys, put it on the scale so you guys see how much it weighs. It's actually not, too heavy. There we go. It's about 80. Let me get this better on the camera. About 88 grams. Not bad. Pretty light. That's not bad for a watch. 88 grams. Indices, everything's on the dials printed. Lume, it's decent. Don't expect it to last a long time. but it is pretty bright, you know, when it's there. The strap on this guy, it's leather, supposedly, but honestly, this is some kind of synthetic material. It's soft and supple and foldable. I just don't have high expectations for it to last a while, and I am very likely at some point going to get a nice leather strap for this. It is quick release, so it shouldn't be a problem swapping it out. I just haven't had the time to go on StrapsGo and get a new strap for this. So look, with that said, I'm gonna put this guy on my wrist, and I'm gonna give you my final thoughts after some on wrist looks. All right, guys. So this is what it looks like on my wrist, on my 7 and something inches wrist. You know, like I said, Fliegers are traditionally big watches because you know they were meant to be used by World War II German pilots, but they used to have these big, thick leather gloves, and so that's why the watches were made big because they wore these big leather coats, you know, to protect them from the extreme temperatures at high altitude. So that's why these watches were always big. They were easy. They were meant to be easy to read. That's why the crowns are always big, because with those gloves, you know, they can still grab the crown and adjust it as needed. So that's why Fliegers are always big watches. Now this particular one, this is a Type A Flieger. I have not seen a Type 2 from HRUODLAND. That's actually my favorite type of Flieger. I'm not sure if it's out there. If you've been on AliExpress, you know that there's so many different stores that will sell the same watch. So I haven't come across a Type 2 yet, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I just haven't seen it yet. Price. These guys can be found regularly on AliExpress from between $150. I've seen them all the way up to about $325, $330 in that range. You can find these on Amazon, but on Amazon it's pretty consistently about $250. What I will tell you guys is, from my own personal experiences, I always prefer to buy them on Amazon. I did get this guy on AliExpress, however, just for transparency, because it was cheaper. I got this, picked it up on sale for about 100 and change. And you know, with AliExpress watches, that's always the best thing to do. Wait till there's a sale, pick it up there on the cheap, and you know, you'll get your watch in a week or two. Amazon, you're gonna have that comfort of Amazon's customer service, but you're always, more than likely, you're always gonna pay a higher price for it. So do I recommend this guy? I think if you're looking for a Flieger that's unique, you know, unique looking, and it's pretty good quality. I will admit, this is a good quality watch. I've worn this at work. I've banged it into things. It's still running. You know, I think that whole, if it comes from AliExpress, is garbage. I think that needs to die. I don't think that's true anymore for the most part. I just believe is, if you spend cheap, you're gonna get cheap. Even though this is $100 and something watch, this isn't a cheap watch, especially when you put it on. You get it in your hands and you put it on. This is not a cheap watch. This is a pretty good quality watch. You can get this guy in various colors and dial options. I went for the sterile dial. I didn't like the look of it with all the words and the brand logo and all that stuff on it. So you know, that's totally up to you guys. But yeah, I think if you're looking for a Flieger Type A or B, give this guy a look. You might like it. So with that said, guys, I'll see you on my next review. Until then, peace. Hey, YouTube, it's Vic, the Brooklyn Watch Guy. Got any questions or suggestions for content? Well, scan this QR code, send me an email. Maybe you see your idea come up, or I'll answer your question on a video. Thank you for watching.